one of the things that I'm positively convinced of, and it is this, that all parents that I've ever met, that I have known right now, and that I will meet, they value and cherish their children. It is their greatest love. It is something that they value more than anything else in the world. And I think Christian parents in particular love their children in that way, but it also causes a conflict within them, because before they had children, they had received a calling in some way of ministry, of doing devotions, doing missions, serving the church. And soon as they had their kids, life is turned upside down. Diapers and naps and learning what it means to feed their kids in a healthy manner. And they don't really know how to reconcile those two worlds, their children and their calling. And so this is my counsel. Number one, your children is your calling. I think we have many callings, but once you have your kids, I want you to understand that the greatest influencer of your children are the parents. It's you. You influence them in a holistic manner. You are their life giver. So during this particular stage of life, take that calling, take that ministry seriously. And when sometimes people misunderstand you and people criticize you for not being as involved as you once were, don't worry. You are doing ministry by caring for your kids in a holistic manner. And number two, though, understand that your calling can help your children. One of the mistakes that I've seen younger generation of parents make is this: they become so caught up with providing what is best for their kids. They want the best nap time, best diet, best activities. Their lives eventually revolve around their kids. But I want you to think about this, that if your children get used to getting the best of what they want and desire, your children will grow up thinking that they deserve, they expect the best of everything. And in a way, we can raise narcissistic kids in that way. But the best for your kids is not to give them what they perceive and what you as parents perceive as the best at the moment, but rather the best for your kids can be for them to understand that they live in a world in which there are times when they make personal sacrifices in order for you as parents and as them as children, as the family, make contribution to a calling. So bring them to church and let them wait it out a little bit sometimes when the parents are doing praise practice or helping with hospitality or whatever it may be. And also, I want you to understand that as great a parent as you may be, you're not perfect. That you need other people to help parent your kids. And that means that even as infants, you bring them to church, your church, surround them with aunts and uncles, let them pour into their lives. And when you are able to do that and you're not anxious about it, you're not fearful, and these other people are holding your kids, or when these other people are playing with your kids, when teenagers are involved with your kids' lives, I want you to understand that you're discipling them in a community. And sometimes the strengths of other people will overcome, will facilitate and help your weakness. Thirdly, what I would say is that if you feel a tension between raising children and fulfilling your calling, I want you to understand that that's natural. In fact, 1 Corinthians 7 talks about how when you're single, you can give undivided attention to the Lord. But rather, once you're married, your heart is divided between pleasing the wife and giving devotion to the Lord. And when you have children, all the more. And so if you are married and you have young kids, you will feel a tension between giving more time and energy to the Lord and to the church and to the mission and to the calling, and really discipling your kids holistically. If you come to me and you say, I feel no tension, because I can give full devotion to the Lord just as if before I had kids, I'd say, perhaps you're being imbalanced. Or if you come to me saying, I love my family, I love my kids so much, I'm not going to miss anything that they do, perhaps you're being imbalanced in that way. So if you find yourself with children now feeling a tension between still fulfilling your calling and loving your kids, I'd say you're exactly where God wants you to be. God bless you.